2023 Chevrolet Suburban High Country Review, Premium, Plush, perfect for families. Three-row alternatives like the Ford Expedition and Jeep Wagoneer don't offer nearly the same comfort and efficiency as this Chevy. The 2023 Chevrolet Suburban is one of the three largest SUVs in America, just behind the Jeep Grand Wagoneer L and Cadillac Escalade ESV. And I don't say that to shame Chevy in any way, as the market clamors for bigger SUVs in general. One of the biggest options is also one of the best. The Suburban High Country I drove in particular feels like a luxury SUV without the hefty premiums of Cadillac and Jeep. Leather, wood, and metal finishes cover every inch of the acre's worth of interior space, and the adaptive air suspension available on the Caddy shows up on the options list here too, yielding epic ride quality, which delivers an epically good ride. Tick the box for the diesel engine, and you're met with excellent efficiency. But Chevy isolates much of the goodness in the pricey, range-topping high country trim. While it still represents a solid value relative to an Escalade or Grand Wagoneer L, $85,000 is still a lot of money for a Chevy. The big old Chevy grille is tough to love in most applications, including here. There's too much face and too much chrome on this high country model, with large horizontal slats that clash with the C-shaped running lights and kinked bodywork. And the nearly hidden headlights don't help offset the otherwise overbearing front end. The good news, though, is that the rear is much cleaner. The stylish vertical taillights and Suburban wordmark do the boxy back end well. Add to that a lovely paint job of silver sage metallic, which comes alive in the right light, and the Suburban's overall aesthetic is hard to hate. The interior is an upscale treat. Mocha brown leather covers virtually every surface: the dash, door panels, center console, infotainment surround, and even lower down on the console where your knees might hit. A few wood accents and hard black plastic pieces are present, but neither is offensive. And the high country wordmark stitched into the headdress is a nice, premium touch. In this class, you'd be hard-pressed to find a body-on-frame SUV more comfortable than the Suburban High Country. It comes kitted out with the most advanced suspension tech GM has to offer, a four-corner adaptive air setup that smooths out even the most imperfect pavement and helps keep the large SUV from feeling unruly. But that is a $4,660 option only available with the High Country Deluxe package. The seats are excellent in all three rows. The High Country has standard 12-way power adjustable thrones up front finished in high-quality perforated leather. They offer heating and ventilation for both the driver and passenger to go along with a standard heated steering wheel. The second row captain's chairs are heated, as well. The Suburban has tons of space inside with ample legroom and one of the roomiest third rows in the class. You can fit two adults back there comfortably over long stretches. Better yet, that spacious third row doesn't impede on cargo space as much as you might think. The 40.9 cubic feet of space is also near the top of the class. The Suburban High Country features a 10.2-inch touchscreen standard with the latest Google-based GM infotainment setup, which is crisp and easy to use. A corresponding 10.2-inch digital instrument cluster and huge head-up display join the package with super clear graphics and an abundance of built-in driver assistance features. Wireless charging, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a Wi-Fi hotspot, and a 10-speaker Bose surround sound system all come standard on this trim. But passengers in the second row will be more than happy with the standard rear seat entertainment system. The two 12.6-inch screens give you access to streaming services like Hulu, Netflix, and YouTube without forcing you to sign into some OEM service. Looking at you, BMW. It's as seamless as having two tablets strapped to the backs of the seats. The Suburban doesn't do anything exceptionally well here, but that's not to say it's joyless to drive, either. The turbocharged 3.0-liter Duramax diesel has just enough oomph with 277 horsepower and 460 pound-feet. The steering is lightweight but responsive, and the suspension is soft. You'll find more standard power and torque with the Suburban's 6.2-liter V8, and better handling feel in both the Ford Expedition and Jeep Wagoneer, though, if that's what you prefer in your land yacht-sized family SUV. If towing is your jam, the Suburban diesel can tug up to 7,800 pounds. But the 5.3-liter V8 still moves more, up to 8,300 pounds when properly equipped. Enhanced Super Cruise is simply the best hands-off driver's assistance feature on the market today. It's totally seamless. Tick the button on the steering wheel, wait for the operation indicator to turn green, take your hands off, and the Suburban eats up highway miles while asking very little of the driver. For automatic lane changes, tick the stalk in either direction and Chevy's system does all the work for you. Granted, Super Cruise is exclusive to the Premier and High Country trims, and even here it's an option. You will still have to spend at least $2,700 as part of the advanced technology package, adding automatic parking assist and reverse automatic emergency braking. And the safety features for towing are even pricier still, asking at least $3,660 for a premium package that adds a trailer brake control, a hitch guidance view, and a trailer side blind zone alert. The cheapest way to get into a 2023 Suburban is with the base LS model, which starts at a pretty reasonable $59,095 with destination included. On the opposite end of the spectrum, the Suburban High Country I drove is the fanciest, plushest, and priciest Suburban. This version starts at $78,245 with two-wheel drive and $81,245 with four-wheel drive. It's one of the most expensive SUVs of the group. A number of things come standard, like the big touchscreen, the nice leather, and the rear seat entertainment. But some of the best stuff you still have to pay extra for. The adaptive air suspension, Super Cruise, and advanced trailering technology will cost you $4,660 if you bundle them together as part of the High Country Deluxe package. On the one hand, paying more for these features on top of the already steep $80,000 asking price is kind of silly. But on the other hand, the Suburban is still one of the most affordable options in this echelon of SUVs. And not selecting Air Ride and Super Cruise is even sillier. This pairing is arguably the Suburban's strongest selling point, even relative to some luxury vehicles. And what's an extra $4,660 among friends?